Hello, good morning. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed your holiday and the break. I'd like to remind us of the grouping and the mini class project that we plan to do on the research design in biochemistry. For the purpose of this course, I would appreciate if you can understand all of these learning objectives. Like number one, you have to be able to list and reflect on all elements of a research plan, identify and state research problems, understand the importance of literature review, the choice of techniques which we'll be discussing in the biochemical techniques. You can give ideas. I don't need you to be very detailed, but at the end of this program, I expect you should be able to know the different choices of techniques to use to isolate macromolecules or get biological information. The aspect of data analysis is what your Math 307, which is biostatistics, will be helping us to support, because when you generate data in research, they have to be analyzed. And lastly, presentation of results, which I'll be scoring on Thursday. The highlights of this course will be you need to know the hypothesis. What is the problem? Hypothesis has to do with stating your problem. What are the biochemical causes or biochemical effects that allows potatoes to rotten within 48 hours? The hypothesis is you can come up with different hypotheses based on your own angle of observation. You can say the hypothesis is probably can I isolate enzymes that degrade potato in 48 hours? What are the materials that I'm going to need for this study? What is the procedure I'm going to take to isolate this enzyme? Then what statements you can make, then the conclusion of the research. So I'd like to take us to the material that I sent to you. It would be nice if you read every part of the material, but I'd like you to concentrate on page 41, which has to do with writing the research proposal. So I need you to understand that if you're making your presentation on Thursday, I want to see the working title, the introduction, the literature review. The literature review is very important, and I'm going to show you how you can quickly search for literature. Like I said in class, you have in academia, we use peer-reviewed published articles. These are articles that scientists have done different researches or experimental procedures and subject them to review by other professors in order to validate the scientific data or scientific results that they'll be publishing. So we don't accept information from Wikipedia, from online magazines, from newspapers, because like I said, they are not peer reviewed. So for reviews, you can either have review paper or research articles. Let's quickly go to Google to search for a paper, and let's see what Google will come up with. We'll discover that Google will come up with all sorts of information, such as, okay, let's type biochemistry, chemistry of rotten potatoes. Google would return different things. What causes the really bad smell of rotten potatoes? How chemistry can rot potatoes and also save them. So we're going to learn that this website is stackexchange.com. If we open it, we'll discover that it's like a magazine. Although you can get basic information, but not academic or peer-reviewed articles from such websites. You can see it's more or less like a blog, and some of the things that you have there. But I advised in class that you can use a website such as Google Scholar. Google Scholar, you get more academic articles that are related to your topic of interest. Let's wait while Google Scholar opens. It's taking a bit of time. So biochemistry of rotten potatoes. So in Google Scholar, we can see that we have different academic articles. So you can see Oxford Journals, Agile, ResearchGate. And by looking at all of this, you can get information like this is Bacillus pumilus. This tells us about a new pathogen that destroys potato tubers. So obviously we know that for the degradation of the potato tubers, microorganisms are involved. And also these microorganisms will produce enzymes that can degrade the potatoes. So all of those papers can give us insights into our review. So it's nice for you to read several reviews. You can open this, which opens in PDF. I'm going to right click and open a new tab. I always like to open in PDF because it looks like the printable format, which you can print and read anywhere. So like the first paper is loading, the other paper is loading. So that's for literature review. Okay, biochemical methane potential of fruits and from solid waste. So it means we can get methane from some of the solid waste, and another paper is coming up. So let's go back to, okay, this is the paper on the Bacillus pumilus, a new pathogen on potato tubers in storage in Mali. So going back to our paper, we've done the literature review. Therefore, we need to ask research questions and research purposes. Your research cannot be an open-ended research. You must state what the problems are and decide on which problems to tackle at a particular time. It is your research questions that will determine the research methods you're going to use. So for your presentation on Thursday, I want you to list some of the literatures you've searched. Then you define your research problem. What exactly is the problem? Then we look at, you can suggest some of the research methods. I'll be fine with all of those 5 listed bullet points because your presentation is just for 5 minutes. So I wish you all the best, and I hope to see all of you by 8 a.m. on Thursday. Thank you and have a nice day.